God appoints some kind of ruler who is unapologetically Christian, and he comes in with a sword and says, I'm sorry, but lawlessness and wickedness will not be tolerated anymore. And he doesn't force conversions, just for the record, because that's another one of the objections that's just ill-founded. He doesn't go around forcing conversions, but instead what he does is he forces external morality. He doesn't force a change of heart. Only the gospel can do that. But what a king can do is he can say, whether you're regenerate or not, you're going to pretend. You're at least going to pretend to be Christian. You are not allowed to continue human sacrifices anymore. The average person is a coward. They are. And the average person is not intelligent. They're not. And the average person is not a free thinker. They're told what to think. If you ever seen Master and Commander Russell Crowe, you know, there's a certain line in the movie, and it's profound and it's true. It says, men must be governed. And they must. That is absolutely true. Men must be governed. Now, ideally, men would govern themselves. That's literally one of the fruit of the Spirit. Self-control is self-governance. But when you don't have a populace that is capable of self-governance, when the fruit of the Spirit that is self-control has left the building for decades and nobody seems to have it, then men must be governed. And if they will not govern themselves, then someone else needs to govern them. And so when there is blessing and providence in the land, and God gets a hold of the heart of a king, whether he himself becomes a Christian or not, he begins to outwardly legislate in accordance with God's law, and he says, we favor Yahweh. We're still polytheists, we're still principle pluralists, we still got a little secularism, we still got a little paganism, but you know what? We recognize that there's something to this Christian worldview, there's something to this triune God, and we favor him, and we're going to have special privileges and favor for his people. You know what? The average person, not inside the church, but outside of the church, who's not even a Christian, you know what they're going to do? They're going to start putting a Christian flag in their bio on social media. Because they're not free thinkers, they're not courageous, they're not intelligent, they're men, and men must be governed. And if they must be governed, then our prayer as Christians is that they would be governed in the right direction, at least, for the good of the church.